2 on this Wednesday, the state is looking for more users for a public safety network meant for first responders. We first told you about this dedicated network when law enforcement tested it out at the New Mexico State Fair. News 13's Catherine Mazzone, though, is in the Newsplex with how they're expanding that now. Catherine?
Good morning, Adam. When first responders put this network to the test, they use what's known as a COW, or cellular on wheels, as a wireless carrier. But there are 6 fixed sites on permanent towers for this public safety network, ready to provide LTE communications.
The state of New Mexico now, they're actually adding users to that public safety network today.
Richard Coleman works with the company managing the network. He says these fixed sites are mostly in remote areas: Santa Fe, Santa Teresa, and Eddy County. In Santa Teresa, Coleman says they're working with federal partners like Customs and Border Patrol. In Santa Fe and Eddy County, he says they're looking for users to enroll in the network. With more users, he says New Mexico can recoup some of the costs for that initial network deployment. Plus, New Mexico officials say the more users, the greater the return on the investment, and the more they can build out into the more rural areas. Coleman says these are just a few reasons why there's a want and a need to expand the network across the state.
The same thing that we've seen in the public commercial networks, where you have the network and then you have the applications and you have these unique devices. That same thing will happen in the public safety community as well. And so the faster we can grow this network, the more innovation we'll see come to New Mexico public safety.
New Mexico's Department of Information Technology says they're already expanding the number of users when it comes to large-scale events. At the fair, they had 30 devices on site, with 25 in use at any given time. Well, now at Balloon Fiesta, they have 70 on site and topped out at 42 users, with more expected. But they're not using those fixed sites for Fiesta. They're just too far away. Officials instead have a COW in use. Back to you.
Okay, Catherine, thanks. The department says they'll deploy as many devices as they have at Fiesta in order to get the word out. While they had a grant to get the system off the ground, they'll have to now recoup costs through user fees.